Namaste, a very good evening to all of you. It is an honor to speak to you today on a theme that reflects the ambition and vision of not just a rising India, but a rapidly transforming global landscape. India's digital story is rewriting the global playbook. Just look at UPI, the Unified Payment Interface, a secure, scalable, people first innovation developed in India, now adopted and integrated in France, the UAE, Singapore, and over a dozen of other nations. UPI is ideal option for integrated payment ecosystem among IMAC partners. It is not just about payment tool, it's a proof of how India innovation travels globally, affordably, and inclusively. India is writing a new digital playbook, one that's open source, people first, and globally exportable. This is India's stack diplomacy in action. Today, we are not just coding apps, we are building semiconductors, satellites, aircraft carriers, and dreams that deliver. As Prime Minister Modi said, India is not just participating in the world order, India is helping shape it. We are not stopping at code, we are building satellites, launching missions to the moon and Mars, manufacturing semiconductors, and constructing our own aircraft carriers. Our digital rise is matched by industrial and strategic confidence. We are standing at a moment in history where technology, infrastructure, and diplomacy are converging to redraw the economic map of the 21st century. At the heart of this transformation is India, shaping new corridors of trade, connectivity, and innovation that spans continents, from our digital startup ecosystem in Mumbai and Bangalore to the modern ports and maritime gateways of Marseille. India's rise as a global digital powerhouse is now well recognized. Our tech sector contributes over $280 billion dollars to the economy. We have over 160,000 startups, 120 odd unicorns, and a burgeoning innovation ecosystem that spans fintech, AI, clean energy, and logistics. But what is most transformative is how this digital momentum. This code is not changing India, it is connecting India to a broader innovating geography. Cities like Marseille are not just European ports, they are digital bridges, hosting critical internet cables and acting as innovation gateways between the global north and south. From Mumbai and Bangalore to Paris and Marseille, these hubs are incubating cutting edge technologies in artificial intelligence, clean energy, smart logistics, and maritime innovation. The global economy is undergoing a profound transformation driven by new technologies that are reshaping industries and redefining growth. At the heart of this shift are innovation hubs, startup ecosystems that are emerging as engines of progress. And India's innovation journey over the past decade has been nothing short of extraordinary. From climbing the Global Innovation Index from 81st in 2015 to 40th by 2022, to building one of the world's most vibrant startup ecosystems. India is rapidly becoming an innovation powerhouse. The ascent has been driven by the powerful combination of visionary policy, grassroots entrepreneurship, and digital first thinking. Government initiatives like Startup India, Digital India, and now the newly launched Anusandhan National Research Fund, with the historic allocation of more than 12 billion US dollars, are creating a robust ecosystem where ideas are nurtured, scaled, and transformed into impact. India's research and academic institutions are also playing a pivotal role. Leading IITs have incubated hundreds of high tech ventures, with IIT Madras alone nurturing more than 240 startups valued at close to 1.3 billion US dollars, showing how academia can become a launch pad for national transformation. Importantly, this innovation wave is not limited to mega cities. Tier 2, Tier 3 cities like Indore, Jaipur, Bhubaneswar, Kochi are emerging as vibrant innovation clusters. In fact, over 45% of the new startups now originate outside traditional metros, which is a clear sign that India's innovation geography is inclusive as it's ambitious. India is also emerging as a global hub for frugal and reverse innovation. developing affordable, scalable solutions that are being adopted worldwide. Whether it is biotech breakthroughs, digital health platforms, or clean energy systems, Indian innovations are solving global challenges at Indian cost and Indian speed. With the world's youngest workforce, rising investment in the R&D, and a government committed to innovation-led growth, India is not just participating in the global innovation race, we are poised to lead it. The IMAC represents a transformative vision for connectivity. It physically and digitally links India to Europe through the Arabian Peninsula and the Mediterranean. But beyond trade facilitation, infrastructure development, IMAC carries strategic significance. And we heard that in various sessions in the beginning. Launched under India's G20 presidency in 2023, IMAC is not just a trade route. It is a geostrategic lifeline backed by India, France, EU, US, UAE, and Saudi Arabia. What is its goal? To connect Mundra to Mase, ports, rails, data cables, clean energy, and secure logistics. But why does it matter? Because IMEC reduces shipping time by 40% and logistic cost by 30% over traditional routes. Let us be clear, IMEC is not just about economic project, it is about geopolitical response as well. Over a decade, we have witnessed the expansion of China's Belt and Road Initiative, a Chinese Communist Party-led model of infrastructure financing that has in many cases led to debt dependency, erosion of sovereignty, and the creation of opaque and one-sided agreements. IMEC is India's answer to that model. It offers an alternative vision of connectivity that is transparent, rules-based, multilateral. Moreover, it is aligned with the principles of economic stability, sustainability, and environmental responsibility, and is anchored in trust, not dependency. Where BRI often seeks to dominate and dictate, IMEC is designed to empower and partner. In fact, IMEC provides participating nations with agency and choice in regional integration and strengthens India's strategic cooperation with the Middle East and Europe. Above all, it limits the expansion of unilateral spheres of influence in critical maritime and digital zones, including in the Red Sea, Eastern Mediterranean, and the Gulf regions. As China builds debt diplomacy, we aim to build development diplomacy. As China exports infrastructure for influence, we offer infrastructure for interoperability and inclusion. But no corridor is complete without security. And here again, India is stepping up. In 2025, India and France conducted Exercise Varuna, joint naval drills in the Arabian Sea. We are also expanding cooperation in the submarine tech, missile development, and the maritime surveillance. We are not just trading, we are protecting the trade that sustains the world. Now we have to see how this corridor can foster collaboration between countries in defense manufacturing and innovation in the defense tech. We have seen during the Operation Sindoor how Make in India products have done well, and India has exported about $3 billion defense equipment in last year, and we are aimed to export about $12 billion worth defense equipment by 2030. As China China has been, lots has been spoken about that, but let me get back to what India's role in shaping in the new innovation geography. And let me outline some areas. One is the builder of infrastructure. India is modernizing ports like Visakhapatnam, Chennai, and Kochi and laying digital infrastructure for the 5G to sovereign cloud. We are investing in physical resilience and digital reliability. Champion of sustainability. As a co-founder of the International Solar Alliance, with the net zero commitment by 2070, India is exporting solar, wind, and hydrogen solution not just to Europe and the Middle East, but across Africa and Asia. Hub of human capital and innovation. India produces the largest number of STEM graduates globally. Our engineers are building platforms not just for India, but for the world. Indian startups in the blockchain, logistics, agri-tech, and AI are co-developing solution partners with Israel, UAE, France, and Germany. The Mediterranean region, often seen as cultural crossroads, is today a strategic innovation corridor. From offshore wind farms to undersea cable and sustainable maritime routes, this region is rapidly modernizing. For IMAC to succeed, India must integrate with this future ready Mediterranean. Our focus is not only physical ports but also the digital ports, nodes of connectivity for cloud infrastructure, AI, smart shipping, and green fuel. By working closely with nations like France and investing in hubs like Marseille, we ensure that the corridors are building and not just competitive with BRI, it is more resilient, more inclusive, and more forward looking. The success of IMAC also depends on the security and modernization of the sea lanes it traverses. Our maritime routes from the Arabian Sea to the Suez Canal and into the Mediterranean are the lifeline of the global commerce. But these routes are increasingly vulnerable to geopolitical flashpoints, climate disruptions, and digital threats to infrastructure like undersea cables. To counterbalance militarization and unilateral control of choke points, India is advocating for a free, open, and rule based maritime order and greater investment in port modernization and green shipping corridors. Furthermore, a collaborative maritime security through frameworks like Sagar and partnership with European navies and institutions. This is where I urge Mediterranean nations to join the Quad alliance and help in advancing it towards Quad plus. I believe that every democratic nation in the world should join the Quad to ensure a rule-based global order and secure a maritime regime in the Indo-Pacific as well. I urge you to all join the bandwagon that has been set in motion by India, US, Australia, and Japan combined. This is the time for connecting startup hubs and building north-south innovation bridges. As we lay the corridors for steel and fiber, let us also build corridors for ideas. From IIT Mumbai to Station F in Paris, from T Hub in Hyderabad to World AI Center in Marseille, we must connect our innovation ecosystems. The IMAC must enable not just containers to move, but code and capital, talent and trust. Let's build co-innovation corridors where India and European startups jointly tackle global challenges, from green mobility to AI ethics to climate finance. Let's ensure the global south is not just a user of technology, but a creator and contributor. From Mumbai and Bangalore to Paris and Marseille, our cities are becoming innovation powerhouses, but for them to thrive, they must be connected not just by cable and corridors, but by trust, collaboration, and opportunity. The innovation economy needs startups to move easily across borders, capital to flow seamlessly, and co innovation hubs to jointly tackle global challenges from climate to logistics and AI. Through IMEC, we connect these dots and ensure that the global south is not merely a user of innovation, but a producer and partner in it. As we move forward, and let us commit to building a new innovation geography that is inclusive, sustainable, forward looking, and India stands ready to lead, collaborate, innovate, and ensure that the corridors we build today pave the way for brighter, more connected tomorrow. The future belongs to connected, collaborative, climate resilient economies, and India is building that future with code and with the corridors. Code is our currency, collaboration is our compass, and corridors are our calling. This is India's trinity: code, corridor, and consensus. From UPI to IMEC, from solar power to semiconductors, from hydrogen to hyperscale data centers, we are delivering at scale with integrity. As Prime Minister Modi says, innovate, patent, produce, and prosper. So let's build this new geography together where code empowers, where corridors connect, and where India stands not just as participant but as a partner shaping the new world order. India is always there in this togetherness, and this is India's moment to lead with purpose, with principle, and with partnership. Let us rise to it. Thank you. Jai Hind.